I'm going to show everybody 3-in-1 method that I should have been doing a long time ago. This is 6S, as you can see. Screen touches. There's no spots. Everything works on it. So, and it's an OEM screen. You can't really refurbish aftermarket. It's really not worth it anyway. So I take that. I'm gonna just show you guys it worked. Disconnect this. First thing I do is always tape the screens up because you want the glass to come off as a laminate. Tape it up. Then you have to cut the corners, you have to cut the frame off, so the sides. So we just go in and so we feel like we hit glass there. Cut this corner at an angle here. Yep. And there. You just want to watch the LCD, make sure you don't cut the, you're away from it enough that you're not going to cut it. The tops aren't that important. You can almost pull those off. Not that big a deal. So, tweezers. I'm going to lift this up here, your home button connector thing, because you got to put your wire right through that area. So just lift that up. Pull, kind of just push it out of the way. So, this frame thing here, this will soften the glue on the sides. And I just do like maybe a 15 count. And it just pulls off. You don't have to have this, but it really helps in my opinion. It greatly reduces the time needed for the sides. Lay this down flat, pull straight out. Do not pull like up or down, pull straight out. And so you see I got all of the frame off with one swoop. So, see the other side? This other side here, again, straight out. Don't pull up or down. You got a really cracked screen like this one, you can definitely do some damage. And razor blade, we got a little tiny bit I think left on. No, we don't. Thought we did on one side, but we don't. So scrape off a little bit of glue. It's not a huge deal if you don't. Oh, I do have one there. There it is. Okay, so just lift back there like that. On the 6S, it's really to start from the bottom. It's really difficult to start from the top. You got a lot more space at the bottom. If it's really cracked, you just kind of have to work with it, what you have, whatever space you do have. So you should hopefully be able to get this to stick. Yeah, stick it pretty good. And give it about 45 seconds-ish. Whenever it feels too hot to touch, that's kind of when it's ready on the 6S. And the wire here. Now to not get under the polarizer, there's an art to it, so when that's hot enough, I'll show you what I do. And it works almost every time. You still every now and then hit the polarizer. But I rarely do anymore. I've been doing this a while though, so fairly experienced with the wire. Probably be hot enough, so you first go in, make sure you're under that thing there. I kind of like to do one side and then the other, so I go in there and then I'm here, I go in like that and then go back and forth. The 6S comes off, should come off like butter. I mean, it should just be like real quick, easy, painless. This is one of the easiest in my opinion refurbs. I really like the 6S. 7s aren't much different, but so when you take this off, pull like this, okay? Do not pull up or down. Pull like just out, kind of, like you're peeling it back. So there's that. We didn't damage the polarizer at all. So we're gonna test it again just to show everybody it still works. There's that. As you see, it looks really good, bright, no spots or anything. So, what I like about doing the 3-in-1s is you don't have a chance to have the polarizer Taking the polarizer off is a risk. It definitely could be damaged. So I like not have to remove it. Plus, using the original polarizer is your best option. So cleaning on these is real simple. You get off everything you can with your finger. So this one, a lot of glue is left over, so this will probably take a little bit more time than normal, but it still won't be bad. Probably take between 3 to 5 minutes to clean it. So and you're not putting a ton of pressure. You're putting enough to get it off, but you're not putting a ton of pressure on it. You're just kind of rubbing the glue away. And then I'll show you how to get the excess off. What I use, and there's other ways, but what I found that works really, really well and fairly quick and fast to get off the glue. And using the 3-in-1s, I've yet to have really any issues with dust or bubbles or really anything as far as refurbishing goes that we've struggled with over the past year. This has been by far the best method, I think. I've got other videos where I remove the polarizer, but I've learned that this is, in my opinion, the best, safest method to refurb. As long as you don't damage the polarizer. Obviously, if you damage it, you have to replace it, so there's no other option. I mean, if it gets damaged. Sometimes the glass, it already is damaged, or, you know, you accidentally get under it when you're taking the glass off, which is going to happen sometimes. I still even do every now and then. Okay, we about got the glue here, so show you how to get the rest of it off, these corners. All right, so I take a little bit of this stuff here. This was the one we was using earlier, so this is Laminating. That's how you say it, but this got this on Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks. So let's take a little dab, not a lot. You don't want to get anything to get into the backlight. I killed an iPhone 8. Too much of this stuff. So you can kind of see where the glue spots are if you have a good light like we do. Like those little spots there. You can kind of do it with your fingernail, kind of just scratch at them. You can also just take your rag and kind of press back and forth your fingernail, whatnot. So there's that, kind of go circular motion. Wipe it off here. There we go. We about got it. We got a lot off with our hands, so rolling it off. There's that. Okay. That there. Alright. Let's get these sides a little bit. Looks like there's some glue on the side there. Okay. And then you can take a dry cloth, which I like to do, and you can kind of see where there's little spots left. Looks like we have a couple of little tiny ones. Cleaning's almost done. It's actually a pretty fast process. So, we about got it. And this cleaning this way is pretty low risk. Just take a blue mat. I have the cable like put right here. The 6S, you can lay the cable out like that and it's not gonna damage anything or hurt anything. So, not gonna hurt it. Just be careful not to press too hard or have it like hanging off the desk sideways or something. You should be fine. Right. If there's any little tiny scratches, the Oka fills it in. As long as you can't like go like this and really fill the scratch, it doesn't show up, what I found. So we about got it clean now. Looks like it's pretty clean, really. I'm gonna go down the side, get off the side glue here. We're out of air, we need to get some. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it another little touch on this side. Actually, and don't do it that, keep that out there. If that's under the LCD and you press even remotely hard, it'll crack it. So be careful of that when you're cleaning. All right, that looks good. Let's go over to our clean room and finish this one up. Did you grab a 3-in-1? There you go. Take mold. We have the Okamaster molds. They're not bad. I don't know that they're extremely accurate. They do work for us fairly well. We do have a YMJ setup coming, which hopefully will eliminate any like issues with alignment. So I've heard the alignments are really good for them. There's that. You don't have to do a ton of cleaning in this process. Like, you've done most of it over there. So looks like we got corner I want to make sure is good. But just make sure there's no dust. And actually I go this way, yeah, on the top. So there's your LCD. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna take this off, line it up. Take the backing off, line it up in the frame, lay it down. And you want to, with our molds, you got to do a one dot in the middle, like that. Then take it out of here. We'll put it in. Check your corners, make sure you don't have any, see like glue like that. Kind of pull it off. Put it in here. It takes about a minute or so to laminate everything. With our machine, we just have to hit start. We already have it set up. We use the OM-K6 Edge. We're getting the YMJ set up tomorrow, actually. So we'll check that out and probably have some videos on that. Show you maybe the difference between that and this. It does come out with some bubbles around the edges. It always has around the edges, so like all the way around the edge, but they always come out in the autoclave. Like, I've seen it have a ton of bubbles. They always come out in the autoclave, so not a big deal if they come out. And they come out within 5 to 7 minutes. We have it set at 10 minutes, but usually doesn't even take that long with most of them, unless it has a ton of bubbles. That's kind of how it's set. So it vacuums first and then it laminates. And pretty good little machine so far. We have had pretty good luck with it. We haven't had to do really any service on it. We've had it close to a year. I don't like everything Okamaster sells, but this machine's pretty good. Just a few more seconds on lamination, then it's going to go in the bubble remover. And we'll come back and show you when it's done in about 6 or 7 minutes. Just put it in the autoclave. Oh, bubbles, yep, here we go. So see around the edges, I always have those. It looks exactly like all the other ones I've ever did. I put the glass back on, I put it in here, and we get it started. It gets to about 100 PSI, it takes about a minute. And that works for these. I know some people have higher PSI ones, and hopefully we'll be able to get there with the YMJ. Take it out of the autoclave and check it out. Make sure no dust, no bubbles. Probably not. Haven't had any issues lately at all. So that looks really good. Perfect, no dust, no bubbles. Test it real quick. Show the people what they want. Which is the finished product, right? Stupid tester cables. Something in them. There we go. There, with the home button connected anyway. Of course, charging. It'll come on in a second. Do that to me. I did a couple 6S's earlier today. So there we go. So move this off. As you see, not only is it perfect, but the alignment's perfect. Everything's perfect. So this is an OEM screen. We offer this to our clients. We also offer aftermarket. So you can get an OEM original quality. And see, that's just on the plastic. That's not on the underneath. So as you see, we still have the touch, still works. Everything still works perfect. So this is a great solution to, I think, refurbishing for iPhones. I figured this out. It took me a while, but this is the way to do it. If you don't damage the polarizer, don't remove the polarizer. This is so much easier. It takes way less time. This entire video, we went slow. We do this a lot. This is like a 12-minute video, 13-minute video. this is the way to do it. This is the way you do any of them. We'll post probably more videos. We could probably do an 8 Plus when we get one in the next couple days. But this is the way to do it, not the other way.